Today I'm going to take a look at this Lyon Healy Style 30. Really nice, simple, classic design on these harps. They do come in a bit of variation of the veneers that are used on them because of the type of construction that it uses, and I'll go into why and the reason for that once we have a bit of a closer look. So yeah, if you like the video today, like, subscribe, comment, all those things, and let me know if you'd like to have any more information or see any specific harps in future. Cheers! Starting off with the design and the aesthetics of these harps, really nice simple design. See, not quite as sort of fancy as some of the more carved models like the 23 and such, but a really nice simple design on them. As you can see already that they've got just a very plain chamfered moulding on the edges there, not quite as fancy as some of the others, but looks really nice, I think. Plain soundboard on this one. I don't know if I've seen one with decoration, although I'm sure that would be an option that you could have. Have a look at the bass here, and if you notice, everything on the harp is essentially flat surfaces. I know you can see a curve down at the bottom of there at the pillar, but the reason, or one of the advantages for all the flat surfaces, is that it can be decorated in all kinds of veneers. This one here, I'm not 100% sure what the veneer actually is. The owner thought it was Japanese ash, I believe. But with all the flat surfaces on the pillar, particularly in the pedal box, you're able to veneer it with whatever wood you'd like. So you do see them in some quite different types of veneer. I think I've seen Zebrano on these before, and a few other sort of unique types, which is really nice. So you can get a bit more sort of variation in the actual wood itself. And as a fan of wood, that's always great to see. Just have another look down here at the pedal box. You can see it's got the veneer all the way, covering the whole harp, which is really nice. Sort of an Art Deco-y sort of vibe. Obviously not as strong as some of their other harps, but yeah, generally really nice. You've got the angles on the soundboard there. Nice little touch, and as you'd expect on a Lyon, you've got the beading around the edge. I like the way that it meets up with the pedal box there. That's a really nice feature. Classic Lyon Healy mechanism. Do like the flourish on the mechanism, just adds a little something to the Lyon Healys. Got the veneer on the back of the body carrying on there. Nice little brass handle. Quite simple soundboard holes, but you know, they're doing what they need to do, giving you access to get your strings into the back of the body. Nice little feature on this Style 30 here. It's a little bit difficult to see, but under here it's actually veneered to match the rest of the harp, so it's sort of not hiding, but it's covering up the ply that actually makes up the central core of the neck. It's totally not structural or anything like that. It's just a nice little feature, just covers that up and makes it all look sort of like one homogeneous piece of wood there. Just a nice little extra feature. Moving on to the construction now. Lyon Healys tend to have a little bit of a lighter construction compared to some of the harps, like the Salvies. So they do have quite a nice tone, which a lot of people do really like. I think the earliest ones, the sort of 1910s, 1920s, do have the best sort of tone, but you know, we can't always get them. They are, as I said, they're a little bit lighter constructed, so you can get some issues with sort of premature neck warping, but it's not a major problem on most of their harps, just happens every now and then sort of thing. So not a major worry, but personally I do think the slightly older ones are constructed a little bit better, so if you can get a second-hand one, you probably will get something that lasts a little bit longer. These ones have got the Style 30s, that is, have the full size body. They do a couple of different sizes of body. These ones, don't know if it will really come across in a video, but they've got quite a broad body up at the top here. It's not actually a straight cone. It does actually belly out a little bit. Don't know if it will come out in the video. but you can see it bellies out in the sort of higher regions, just to give you a bit of better amplification. Looking inside the body now, and one thing that I really do like about the Lyon Healys, you can see there that for the wings they actually use proper soundboard wood for the wings, which is great because it just gives you that extra little bit for where the wings are. I don't think it makes too much difference, but just having that little bit extra bit of soundboard wood on the back of those wings there, it's this section here under the veneer that's actual soundboard wood. I think it just gives a little bit of extra tone. Not everybody uses it, so it's always nice to see that. Moving on to the mechanism, Lyon Healy have got really nice solid mechanism. They tend not to suffer too much from buzzing and things like that. Generally quite regulatable. There are a few notes that are always a little bit difficult, but tend to not be too far out, and that's the same with pretty much all concert harps. As with the Salvi Actions, they've got some plastic bearings on the inside. Not sure if we'll be able to pick them up on the camera, but behind the discs you've actually got nylon bearings. They are on both sides, and they just go between the arbors and the mechanism plate and prevent the plate from wearing out. Unlike the Salvi Actions, they do use a sprung mechanism, if I can, so you can see that the arbor is tensioned on a spring there. Just means that you can tighten things up and sort of hopefully get rid of buzzings as the harp gets a bit older and things do loosen up a little bit. On the back you can see this is the focus. These are the string, the tensioning mechanisms. It's basically just a locking nut that holds a little central screw, and you can undo that locking nut and then tighten the central screw, and it just applies a bit more pressure to the disc arbor, and you can get a bit more pressure on that, just take up any slack and stop any buzzing, which is always helpful. But beyond that, yeah, really solid mechanisms and very good, tend to last a good long time, which is always good. Not going to embarrass myself by trying to actually play the harp, but I'll just pull a few strings and you can get a general idea of the sound. That's it for today. It was a nice quick one. As I said, I do really like these style 30s. I think they're sort of quite simple but elegant. I am also a fan of the really fancy gold ones as well, but these ones I do like. So yeah, if you like the video, drop us a like and a comment, and let us know if you want to see anything different in future. Cheers!